Okay, so a little bit about, we're changing it up a little bit, right? We're not selling telecom, we're not selling internet, phones, we're taking a whole new direction, right? So the first thing that I'll start off with is I know that it's we're not having that conversation yet, right? But how many of you guys have had that question, do you guys have a website? Or do you know somebody that has a website? Do you know somebody that does social media? Is anybody being asked that? All the time? Do you guys have a solution for it? Perfect, now you do. So a little bit about how we're kind of going into this and how we're making it work for you guys, kind of complementing what you guys are already getting out there selling. So back in the day, let's think about it. What did we do if we wanted to, look for, any listings of house listing, right? Or a ceiling fan or anything? Where would we go?
Yellow Pages.
Perfect, Yellow Pages. Where else would we go? Google? We would we would see Home Depot commercials, right? We would go in the newspaper, and we would also just drive to the store and figure out, what do they have there for the best deals, right? Now, we're bringing you guys up to date with technology. Now what happens when you're searching for a ceiling fan? What do you do now? Google, Amazon, whatever it is, whatever website you're using, right? We're searching on Google, right? And then we always say we'll finish it later, right? We're busy during the day. We're not going to ever look for that ceiling fan again, but we need that ceiling fan, right? Or we need that product that we're looking for. So a few hours later, what happens? Does anybody know?
A drone is delivered to your door.
Eventually that will happen, but we go online and that ad is stalking you. I call it stalking online because that ad is everywhere. That ad's on your email. That ad's on your Facebook, on your Google. Every single place online, you're going to be reminded that you need a ceiling fan. Eventually, you're going to buy that ceiling fan from whoever is in front of you. Right? Make sense? We all see it. So we're ready to buy, but from where? Probably Amazon, probably online. So we're all using online, we're all using the internet. Chances are your clients are using it. Chances are they're getting in front of people, and they are asking for those solutions. So how does a local business keep up? On average, what we're doing is we're actually, think about your kind of buying strategy, right? We're looking at possibly 10 different places online, right? We're looking at ads, we're looking at social media, we're looking everywhere and anywhere online, right? So we're looking online and we're there, right? Now where's the conversation? Are you guys having the conversation, right? If you guys are not asking your clients what they're doing to get online, chances are somebody is. On average, each business that you guys are working with gets about 24 to 30 sales calls to sell them digital marketing, right? It's kind of crazy. Their phones constantly ring, ask you what you're doing online, your rankings are horrible, whatever it might be, they're getting those calls, they're probably hanging up, and they're having those conversations. You guys already have those trusted relationships with them, now you guys can bring in a solution. So kind of going into the Vivial solution, we have a complete turnkey solution where we go in, if you have a website, we can optimize it. We can work with your current website, we can build you a brand new website, we can provide any solution to help that business get found online. So here you can see local search, social media management, online advertising, Facebook advertising, content management. We basically take their current strategy, if they have one or if they don't, and make it better and get them in front of people that are already searching for them online. Okay. So when you guys do a search, where do you guys click? Where's the most popular place to click? Where would you click? The paid section? Right, we usually click on the yellow section or the middle section, right? That map section, right? That's where a lot of people are clicking today because we know we don't want to be sold to online, right? But 33% of people are still clicking on those ads. So that's still an important place to be. So going into a little bit of our solutions, right? So we have a CrossFit center that we work with. This is one of our current clients that have gotten a lot of success because they went with the solutions that we're providing them. And the first thing that we did was we built a mobile-friendly website. Chances are your clients probably have a mobile-friendly website. If they don't, we can optimize it. We can build a new website to kind of get more engaged. And the most important thing is that mobile-friendly website, it's kind of that question like, of course my website is mobile-friendly. Chances are it's probably not, and you can go on Google and see kind of what's going on there. So we'll build the website. We first built the website for them. We also had the tools to get them in front of a lot more people online. They went from the first page, they have about 77 keywords ranking. So that means that 77 keywords, if you're searching for whatever keyword it might be, if those are one of the keywords that you're searching for in that local area, they're going to show up. Top 3 keywords, or the top 3 searches on Google, 80% of the people that are searching for those keywords were clicking on the top 3, right? We got them to rank for 39 keywords. And then 60 Google Map rankings, which if you're looking for a local business, that's where you're gonna click first. Business directories, this is major. Chances are, you know, the business has moved, the business has changed their phone number, they're not accurate online, they're kind of all over the place. These listings are a lot like Yellow Pages, except they change a lot more because we're dealing with Google. So we optimize over 150 for them. We suppress duplications and get them all consistent online so that if their clients are looking for them, we're not sending them to the wrong location or a past location. And then this is kind of just showing, you know, how many times it's getting in front of people. It's mainly, you know, taking up those spots on Google, not just for their website, but for content, for Facebook, because I don't care how you find my business, as long as you're finding mine over a competitor, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be, I just want you to find my business over any other competitor. And that's what we did for them. So you can see here, we have our content at the bottom. We also have the website. We also have Facebook. So we have them ranking for a lot of different things. If we want kind of that educational piece, we give them that content. If you just want to see how they're doing on Facebook, if you want to see the rankings, we give them all those resources, and now we take up those spots over their competitors. Okay, so your clients are probably getting about 25 to 30 calls a month. So you've probably heard that before, right? All these SEO companies, they're getting them into the front page, they're getting these rankings, they're getting in front of clients, we're doing the pay-per-click, we're doing the Facebook ads. You've probably heard that before. So what really makes Vivial different? The first thing that makes us different, and this is what kind of is really gaining that traction, is the transparency. So you're not gonna get those 30-day calls. You're not gonna get those 30-day reports where you're saying, okay, I'm giving these thousands of dollars to this marketing company, and you have to wait 30 days to actually see what they're doing, right? We have live reports. Sometimes we provide too many details where we get into the weeds too much and people ask too many questions, but we provide them all because we're not scared to show our process and what we're doing. So you can see here that this client started with 116 rankings, now they're at 244. Then we take it to the next step, and you can see the increase in rankings, and we even show what exactly they're ranking for. So you can see if you're ranking for the content that we've written for you, if you're ranking for the website, how much of an increase have you gone up since you started with us? And we always want to go into the return on your investment, right? This is a little different because you're putting in money and you should see that return back, right? There's no reason that you pay for online marketing if you're not going to get that double, triple in your pocket and help your business grow. And that's how you can see kind of what's going on. Another thing, so going to that return on your investment, right? We're not gonna pay for anything that is not going to put more money in our pocket. There's just no reason to do that. A lot of the time, these companies go in, they say, they have this budget, I'll sell them pay-per-click. They have this, I'll sell you whatever. We don't do cookie cutter solutions. It's very customized to that specific client's goals and what they're trying to do. So you can see here, if we do a pay-per-click campaign, a lot of people hate them. A lot of people don't ever see their return on their investment. They say they put in hundreds of dollars, they're not getting any calls, they're not getting any traction, they're paying per click. What we have is we have that dashboard where you're actually able to take it to the next step, where we're going to change that phone number, we're going to track the phone number, and we're going to actually listen to those calls. So you can go back in and say, hey, that was a great call. I'm going to rate it a 5, or I'm going to rate it a 1 because it was a horrible call. Our system's algorithm will pick it up and change those ads and put it in front of more people as we continue. So not only do we learn kind of more of what you guys are looking for and what the client's looking for, but the system also learns it and then changes it according to what we're trying to do. And then the real difference is we allow you to spend more time running your business, and that's the most important thing, right? We can take over everything and we can kind of report to you as much as you want, or we can provide the tools for you to streamline your entire process. So one of the things is, TCG is using the dashboard for themselves, right? What they're doing is they're going in, they can schedule all their social media posts out with one click of a button. They can also send their content to their Facebook, Twitter, social media pages, their website, to help them rank on Google. And one of the biggest things is that we can actually do the review management. So reputation management, whether you're working with a doctor, real estate, whatever it might be, chances are they have these reviews out there and they're probably not monitoring them. So the first thing is to monitor them. We're gonna bring in a whole list of their reviews, Google, Yelp, wherever it is, we're gonna bring them into one consistent place for you to be able to go in and say, hey, I'm listed on here as a 1-star. I'm listed on here as a 5-star. Let's respond, let's review, let's kind of see what's going on out there, and then take it to that next level of saying, okay, you walk into a dentist's office and you have a really good experience. Well, when they're leaving, ask them for their phone number or their email, let's ask them for a good review. You send it through the dashboard, you can see the first name, last name, you can send the email or text message, and then you can monitor when they actually write the review. And then long-term relationships, so month over month, everything's going to change. Personally, what I do is I set goals to say, hey, this is a win at 3 months. Maybe you're not at the first page, but we're consistently going up. At month 6, this is what we should be seeing. At month 8, this is what we should be seeing. Once we get organic rankings, we're gonna ditch those pay-per-click ads. So it's a long-term investment. We're with you, it's a growing partnership. And especially for these clients that say, okay, once I get to the first page, what's the next step? Well, there's always a next step, but let's get there and then kind of strategize and figure out what we're gonna do. So going into a little bit of the customized packages. So like Dan was saying, I'm the channel manager for Vivial through TCG, and I can sell, for you, with you, provide any and all support. So we provide email marketing campaigns for you guys. We can, if you guys want me to get in front of your clients with you, go to client meetings, whatever you want. I'm located in South Florida. I'm here to help. So the 3 packages that we provide, these are kind of our starter packages where we say, okay, this is what just to get started, right? We can go up to the average price per package, and a really good kind of stepping stone for that is kind of around $1,500 to $2,000, I would say. So, but we can start here. So we have this all-in-one solution that pretty much does everything. We go in, we figure out their budget, and we figure out what solutions they need, and then we kind of complement what they're doing. So we can work with anybody from as small as, a 1-person attorney's office to a 15-location restaurant. It doesn't matter what type of business it is, we're all kind of finding the same thing to get to the top of Google and to get in front of the right clients. And then the custom quotes. So pretty much if you're new to digital marketing, I can be with you from the beginning to the end, to closing the deal, to processing it, to doing the quotes. If you're not, I can still walk side by side with you to kind of go through how we handle it at Vivial, how we bring on a deal. So that's where the custom quotes come in. So you have those packages where it's the $450, $600, and $850, where it's really easy, it's a quick sell, it's for the dashboard, get your rankings higher with content marketing, we'll write it for you, all of that stuff. But then we get into the more custom quotes where we're not going to quote somebody the same amount for a pay-per-click ad as we are a bigger company, right? It's all based on budget, what's their goals, and then I can run it through our systems to give them the appropriate quotes. This is just an example of, starting the conversation. I'll give you the resources to start that conversation. A lot of the time it's just a simple question of, do you have a website? What are you guys doing online? How are you growing your business? Do you want more clients? Do you have enough clients? Those types of things like that. So I always say, if you have a client that you're unsure about, send me over the website link. I'll run a ton of reports. I'll see exactly how many people are going to their website every month. I'll do a directory report. Whatever you guys need, in terms of kind of qualifying somebody, I'll walk you through that process so you guys see how it works and how I'm doing that, but also we'll walk through the entire process together. I think this slide was out of place, but this is an example of the directories being optimized. Another thing is I can give you your own custom link. So anytime if you're bringing it to client meetings and you want to fill it out, that lead will go directly to me, and then it will go into your kind of base where we know which ones you're working on. You filled out the SEO report. So we can kind of create customized campaigns for you guys as well. So we have our partner blog, social media, email newsletters that we'll sign you guys up for, so you'll get updates. But like I was saying, use me as a resource. Use me as, if you have a client and you're unsure about them, or you can't start the conversation, you don't know how to start the conversation, bring me into the call. You can say I'm your assistant, you can say I'm your marketing assistant, whatever, however you want to phrase it, bring me in, because the more you hear me explaining it, the easier it will be to talk to that next client. And I think that's it. Oh, so I was going to announce the spiff today. We don't have a spiff yet. I will be announcing it soon. So if you guys sign up for our email list, you'll get those emails and you'll see what's going on and how to make even more money. So this was the past spiff, so I'm going to just not show that. Does anybody have any questions? Did I totally confuse everyone? Totally? No questions? Everyone's an expert now? Perfect.
Real quick, you're still doing consultations by phone, and if a client calls you, you still have the people available to talk to about their actual websites and the status of the campaign, and you actually have people that can explain to the client what is going on?
Yes, so, and I didn't mention that. So in the beginning, when you do have a specific client that is interested, always bring them to me. We're not doing the call center anymore. They go specifically to me. And we can kind of have that conversation first. But then once they sign up and go through that entire process, typically what happens is, this is a good point too, once they sign up, they go through the paperwork, we get the billing. The next step is 24 hours after that, they'll have a greeting call from my account manager. Her name is Caitlin. Then about a week after that, depending on how fast we can get the products up, we'll do an onboarding call. So that's pretty much 30 to 40 minutes. They're walking through the dashboard, they're seeing what's going on, they understand how to use the products, what they can do even more. And then yes, every month you'll have that 1 hour call specifically to see what we did well last month, how we can do better, what's going on in the business that we can really emphasize and promote out there. So yes, you'll be able to pick up the phone at any time. You guys will all have my cell phone number, whatever resources you guys need from me. But in terms of the clients, they can come to me as well, but their main point of contact will be Caitlin. So you'll always have that one-on-one support. Yeah.
No, but it really is, because the service you offer, I don't think people here really comprehend the true value of it.
Right.
I was out of the room, I apologize, but did you touch on the background of where your business is actually from and the duration you've been in business?
So we've been in business for, we always say over 100 years, and the reason is because we started off on the print advertising side. So we did print ads, yellow pages. We still do some yellow pages in the Midwest. I don't sell any print ads, but we still do that, and that's how we kind of started. And then about 6 years ago, they did a ton of acquisitions, brought in a startup that I was actually a part of about 4 years ago. So they brought in about 15 different startups, and they kind of put them all together to make the dashboard, to bring in, the social media component of it, to have a content marketing team. And they put it all together so that we can kind of get up with the times and have that digital marketing product. So we did used to do the print ads. Now we're primarily digital marketing. And we did go through, when they did all those acquisitions, there was a bunch of different names. So you will see Vivial started a long time ago, but we were known as the Berry Company, and a bunch of different other products or companies that you might have heard of.
Bottom line, you still have your employees who are long-term and existing, who have transitioned over, who have been in the advertising business for countless years.
Yep.
So it becomes an experience under the belt.
Yes.
You've got it under the hood and under the belt.
Exactly. And I've been with the company for over 4 years now. I was on the direct side before. Just a little background about me. I've always done marketing, sales. So I've been selling this for the past 3 years on the direct side up in Boston. I previously relocated to Miami. I'm from here, so I'm anything and all TCG and Vivial now.
Now, if anybody has any comprehension of what true SEO is, okay, my office, I share with the web design company. So I have a comprehension a lot stronger than anybody else probably would need us. But let me tell you, when I hear the quotes of an SEO marketing campaign, it starts off at $2,500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's starting. So to take a look at the value of somebody even taking a look at your website, let alone being active, involved in it, it is such, this is such a huge asset. I'm trying to work with city just to try to close on this. But I said, really excited about the product. I think it's something that we don't comprehend
Mm-hmm.
the true value of what this does. If you take a print paper ad out, even in the local rag magazine, you're still going to be paid $100 per week.
Mm-hmm.
That's $400. And in 30 days, what kind of results are you going to get? You're not. People have to recognize you. Before they recognize you, they have to see your name at least 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
So with the social media, is that, again, I just think I'm really excited about working with product. I
Yeah.
really do feel that people need to know
Definitely.
some of the nuances that you do have, not as optional, but inclusive.
Yes.
Allison, can you tell them, like, we just had a meeting a few days ago with one of my partners who's an MSP, and we sat down with Allison for lunch, and I was like blown away at their dialogue, right? Because I didn't quite understand what they were talking about, but tell them in like a few words, like what that partner and you were, engaging about, and had on his side.
Yeah, so I think he was really talking about, the solutions that we can put together for them, right? So we went into that SEO, we can run those reports. And it's really about, he understood digital marketing. We all get it because we use it every day. But the back end and how we're getting in front of people is kind of what we're missing, right? So he understood it, and he was just kind of looking for that solution. We provide those tools. And another thing, going off of what you were saying, it is scary and it is different, but that's what I'm here for. So I can sit in on meetings with you, I can start the conversation, I can, like I was saying, send me the URL and I'll tell you how to start that conversation, because it's a lot easier than it probably sounds. And the more that you hear me explain what it can do, the solutions for that specific client, you'll pick it up and you'll understand it. And it's kind of cool because you're really understanding what Google is asking and what Google is wanting us to do. So there's a whole different world behind there. Yeah.
I think what's really important is that you guys are able to help, which they probably don't understand, is that Google in their algorithms, which is a secret
Right.
to everybody, but you touched on with a mobile app that is built into the algorithms, and if your website is mobile friendly, you're going to rank higher in the listings than your competitor that doesn't have a mobile friendly app.
Right.
And
There's
that's
so
super
many
important.
factors, yeah.
And another factor is video. That if you have a video on the website, that you're creating staying power. And that's
Yeah.
built into the algorithms too, that the longer that somebody is on your website, Google ranks it as more important.
Right.
And says, okay, they're spending more time on here than they are on Joe Schmo's website,
Right.
so you're going to come up higher.
Yeah, Google's paying attention to every single thing that we do, whether it's going to the website, dropping off before 30 seconds, that hurts your SEO. If you have a wrong phone number somewhere, if you're advertising your name one way with an LLC and your name without an LLC, they recognize everything, and whoever has it all together and whoever has it the best way is always going to be at that top, no matter how much you're spending. So Google's really looking for those trusted domains, trusted businesses that they can rely on because if they're putting out bad information, we're going to be mad at Google. We're not going to be mad at the business.
Yeah, and if you have a static website that you're never changing and never updating, Google says, okay, it's not important, and they're not
Exactly.
ranking high.
Yes.
So even going in once a week and changing some copy in it brings you up higher.
Right, and the content too. We have an in-house content team that the client, whatever they want us to write about, we can write about. If they don't know what to write about, we'll come up with those article topics. And we have an in-house content team that are consistently writing those blog articles to hit that Google, so Google can see. And what happens is the more content that you're posting out, the more you become that industry expert. So maybe I'm not looking for an attorney today. Maybe I'm not looking for a real estate agent today to buy a house. But eventually, if that person is educating me on the home buying process, if that person's educating me on the rental process, I'm going to say, this person keeps educating me, right? I know this business. I'm going to go to them as my reliable source. Yeah.
Well, I'm 2 months signed up with you so far, so you guys are annoyingly consistent.
Good.
Everything she says is exactly accurate. 1 week, 2 days, 3 days, and whatever. And, so we made our first payment, I think, last month, and we're on our second payment now.
Yes.
It's not being at all digital marketing. I have a tough enough time doing IT. I don't want to know your business.
Yeah.
They are helping me along. I'm as hesitant as anybody about spending a dime, because I think it's all fairy dust and magical spells in the background. But
It's
you guys
that
are
too.
clearing it up slowly, and I had
Yeah.
my first follow-up call yesterday.
Perfect.
With
Yeah,
and going through, we're making modifications, making changes.
yeah,
Kind of leaving it to you guys, kind of growing an area, you guys really did customize it to us, tamp down my concerns.
yeah.
And we can start saying some stuff, so it's gonna be totally, in 6 months I'll have my review, so.
Yes. Well, and it's all about making the change and
It is.
and being really, setting those goals and being transparent.
About 25% of our stuff changed, just right off the first month out of what we were.
Exactly.
On the portal.
And it's explaining that, like, I will never, if anybody ever tells you they'll get to the first page in a day, run, because you will never get there, and I will never tell you that.
You mentioned $5 per click.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, okay, no, make it 20. You wanna be in real estate?
Yeah.
No, you can't afford it.
Yeah. But also now pay-per-click, what Google's doing even more, if you don't have SEO for your website and you're doing pay-per-click, you could spend thousands of dollars, you're still not gonna be up there.
And you still have 10 page.
Yeah.
100 page, you're good for it.
They have pay-per-click ads second and third page now. At the bottom of the page, they're just going to put you down there if you have horrible organic SEO. So yeah, perfect. Any other questions? Perfect. Thanks, guys. Oh.